floor-length fur coat. And probably it's the acid. But it's like none of this seems to add up. It's like if you live a boring enough life, knowing the price of rice-a-roni and hot dog wieners, your big reward is you get to live for a week in some hotel in London. You get to ride on some airplane to Rome like in Italy. You fill your head full of enough ordinary, boring crap, and your payoff is that a giant supermodel gives you a snowmobile? If this game show really wants to see how smart you are, they need to ask you, how many calories in a regular onion cheddar cheese bagel? Go ahead. Ask you the price of your cell phone minutes any hour of the day. Ask you about the cost of a ticket for going 30 miles over the speed limit. Ask the round-trip fare to Cabo for spring break. Down to the penny. You can tell them the price of decent seats for the Panic at the Disco reunion tour. They should ask you the price of a Long Island iced tea. The price of Marcia Sanders' abortion. They should ask you about your expensive herpes medication that you have to take, but you don't want your folks to know you need. Ask you the price of your History of European Art textbook, which costs $300 bucks. Fuck you very much. They should ask what that stamp of Hello Kitty sent you back. The sweatshirt granny, she bids some regular amount of money for her showcase. Just like always, the numbers of her bid appear in tiny lights, glowing on the front of her contestant desk where she stands. Here, all the Zeta Delts are yelling. Your phone keeps ringing and ringing. For your showcase, a supermodel rolls out 500 pounds of raw beefsteak. The steaks fit inside a big barbecue. The barbecue fits aboard a speedboat that fits inside a trailer for towing it, that fits a massive fifth-wheel pickup truck, that fits inside the garage of a brand new house in St. Louis. St. Louis, like in Missouri? Meantime, all the Zeta Delts all stand up. They get to their feet and they step up on their audience seats, cheering and waving, not chanting your name, but chanting Zeta Delt, chanting Zeta Delt, chanting Zeta Delt, loud enough so it records for the broadcast. It's probably the acid. But here you are, battling some old nobody you've never met, fighting over shit you don't even want. Probably it's the acid. But right here and now, fuck declaring a business major. Fuck general principles of accounting 301. Stuck partway down your throat, something makes you gag. And on purpose, by accident, you bid $1 million, trillion, gazillion dollars and 99 cents. And everything shuts down to quiet. Maybe just those little clicking sounds of all those Las Vegas lights blinking on and off, on and off, on and off. It's like forever later when the game show host gets up too close, standing at your elbow, and he hisses, "You can't do that." The host hisses, "You have to play this game to win." Up close, up this close, his host face looks cracked into a million billion jagged fragments, only glued back together with pink makeup, like Humpty Dumpty or a jigsaw puzzle. His wrinkles, like the battle scars of playing his same TV game show since forever started, all his gray hairs always combed in that same direction. The big voice asks, That big, deep voice booming out of nowhere. The voice of some gigantic, giant man you can't ever see. He demands, "Can you please repeat your bid?" And maybe you don't know what you want out of your life, at least not yet. But you know it's not a fucking grandfather clock. A million trillion, you say? A number too big to fit on the front of your contestant desk. More zeros than all the bright lights in the game show world. And probably it's the Hello Kitty, but tears slop out both your eyes, and you're crying because for the first time since you were a little kid, you don't know what comes next. Tears wrecking the front of your red t-shirt, turning the red parts black so that Greek omega deals don't make any sense. The voice of one Zeta Delta alone in all that big, quiet audience. Somebody yelled, "You suck!" On the little screen of your phone, a text message says, "Asshole." The text, it's from your mom. The sweatshirt grandma, she's crying because she won. You're sobbing because you don't know why. It turns out the granny wins the snowmobiles and the fur coat. She wins the speedboat and the beefsteaks, the table and chairs and sofa. All the prizes of both showcases because your bid was way, way too high. Nothing is worth all that you think it is. The granny is jumping around, her bright white false teeth throwing smiles in every direction. The game show host gets everybody started clapping their hands, except the Zeta Delts don't. The family of the old granny climbs up on stage, all the kids and grandkids and great-grandkids of her, and they wander over to touch the shiny sports utility vehicle, touch the supermodels. The granny plants red lipstick kisses all over the fractured pink face of the game show host. She's saying thank you, saying thank you, saying thank you, right up to when her granny eyes roll up backward inside her head and her hand grabs at the sweatshirt where it covers her heart. That's loser.